Sir, I'm selling her for 22,000. Her right there, you see her? I'm selling her right now for 22,000.
But you can't.
Yeah, I can sell her for 22,000. You remember we used to be sold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. You used no.
Yes.
You've never been sold.
Yes.
Don't lay that on me, buddy.
Yes, you sold me.
I wasn't even living in this country at the time, and my relatives weren't either. So I didn't sell you. Okay? Don't lay that on me.
I thought you sold me.
Have a good day.
Don't lay that on me, head Annie. No, we're gonna lay it on your ass, Esau. But before we get into it, we want to get all honor and glory to Yahweh by Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, rule well, and a great example to the younger brothers in the truth. And peace and blessing to the hopeful elect. Because we have to lay these charges upon the devil, which is Esau Edom, the so-called white man. You fucking Edomites are not gonna get up out of this punishment and judgment that the Lord is gonna bring upon you, man. Though you wept with tears, there is no repentance in you. Just because you was not in this country or your people was not in this country, that's why it was called the triangular slave trade, you dumb motherfucker. It was a triangular slave trade. There was slaves going to and fro America, man. Babylon the Great. North, South, and Central America. To and fro, man. Round the clock. Slaves will arrive. When the boat leave that brought the slaves, they will take slaves, spices, and goods from here back across the seas. When they came here, they brought the so-called Negroes, so-called Jamaicans, and so-called Haitians. When they left, they took the so-called northern tribes, which is the Hispanics, the Seminole and Native American Indians, the Latinos, which is Ephraim, Zebulun, Issachar, Gad, Reuben, Simeon, and so on and so forth. I can't think of all of them at the moment. You know, Asher, they took those tribes with them when they left, bringing the so-called African tribes, so-called Southern Kingdom, not the so-called, so the Southern Kingdom, so-called Africans. And when they left, they took the indigenous people of America, which are the Northern Kingdom of Israel, with spices, rum, corn, wheat, flour, different goods, gold, silver, precious stones, things of that nature, man. You know? So we're gonna lay these things upon you, devils. We're gonna play it again, man.
Sir, I'm selling her for 22,000. Her right there, you see her? I'm selling her right now for 22,000.
But you can't.
Yeah, I can sell her for 22,000. You remember we used to be sold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. You used no.
Yes.
You've never been sold.
Yes.
Don't lay
yes,
that on me,
yes,
buddy.
Yes, you sold me.
I wasn't even living in this country at the time, and my relatives weren't either. So I didn't sell you. Okay? Don't lay that on me.
I thought you sold me.
Have a good day.
Before I get anything, let's get this precept. I got a couple of them already. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 16. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewings shall be on thy glory, man. And that's what's happening to you fucking devils, man. Shameful spewing is upon your glory. All the wickedness that you did is seeping out. the gator bait, the the Cristobal Colon saying he wouldn't put down his sword for one moment. The Trail of Tears, the rape, rob, and murder of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. It's all coming out, man. The cutting the babies out of the mother's womb and hanging them by their umbilical cords. The wickedness that you did to our people, man. You know, the different devices. They used to have some kind of anal device. I forgot what it was called, but the Apostle Aramla, the elder Apostle Aramla brought it out. And how they used to damn, I forgot the name. It was just on the tip of my tongue. The something of anguish. And they'll stick the fucking thing up the Israelites' butt and fucking it open up, and you fucking devils gotta pay, man. Castration and lynching and having a fucking picnic around our people eating with your little ugly ass kids, man. And they gonna catch it too, man. That's why the scriptures say if thy children be multiplied, it's all for the sword, man. You devils finna reap what you sown. And you know it deep down inside, man. These devils fucking know deep down inside. But they trying to run from judgment. But you ain't fast enough, man. It done caught up with your ass. And it ain't no escaping. That's why it's a beautiful thing to hear these people, these fucking Edomites, and all those that are joining to them whine and whimper on how this place is going to hell and back, man. You know? This place is circling the drain, and it's beautiful to hear these people cry and mourn and weep for what you know is going on here, man. I be just smiling. But that's for another video at another time. I'm gonna make that a whole video, man. So let's keep going. You devils gotta pay, man. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 21. It reads, matter of fact, let's jump down. We'll start right there. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 10. It reads, all they shall speak. Oh, I ain't gonna go through all of it. But you can read the whole chapter. It's going into Esau Edom. You know, we're gonna start at 10. This is the book of Isaiah 14 and 10. It say, all they that speak say unto thee, art thou become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Going into the nations gonna be looking at Esau like, damn, y'all become like us, especially you fucking Americans. It say thy pump is brought down to the grave, you fucking Americans, you're the most proud. And the noise of thy vows and the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. Yeah, this place is in decay, because worms represents decaying. You know, that's why the scriptures say, when you die, your body inherit worms and creeping things. You know, you start decaying, you get ate up, man, by insects and things of that nature. It say, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? And all Lucifer mean is light bearer. It don't mean Satan. It just mean he that bears the light. Son of the morning, how art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? And who was that weakened the nations? America, Babylon the Great. Through what? They democracy. You know, giving people the petrodollar, different things of that nature. You know, puppet leaders through fear and the fear of the power of America, Babylon the Great. You know, your whole nation gotta pay. Period, man. The whole Edomite nation, I don't give a damn if you in America or you in Russia. All you devils gonna pay, man. You know? It say, for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend unto heaven, and I will exalt my throne above the stars of God, and I will sit as and I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north, and I will ascend above the heights of the clouds, and I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee, and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth tremble, that didst shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness, and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of the prisoner? All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, every one in his house. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through the sword, that go down to the stone of the pit, as a carcass trodden under feet. Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land, and slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. And who is that? The so-called white man. You fucking Edomites. Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is the seed of evildoers. The third classification of man, you got the sons of God, you got the sons of men, and you got the sons of the wicked, which are you so-called white people, Esau Edom. Verse 21, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. For I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name, the remnant, the son and nephew, saith the Lord. And I will also make it a possession for the bittern and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai of hosts. And the Lord gonna hit this place with nukes, man. The Lord gonna cut everything out. Every Edomite here will be destroyed. I don't give a damn if you in a bunker. The Lord gonna put your ass in the oven. You gonna be like a fuck. You know how they bury the hogs? That's their country shit. But they'll make a pit and bury the hog underground and cook it and cover it. They'll dig a hole and cook the hog in a pit under the ground. And that's how the Lord gonna cook you fucking Edomites who got so-called well-to-do Edomites got money to buy and build bunkers in your lands and shit. You gonna be through, man. You gonna be through. You gonna cook in that hole because the smoke gonna go up for a time. It's gonna be hot over this bitch for a long time. It's gonna be burning for a long time. It's gonna be a big ass fire. The elements gonna melt with fervent heat. Ain't gonna be no concrete. Ain't gonna be no pieces of fucking tag, no stop sign. The Statue of Liberty ain't gonna be there. The Mississippi and the Salt Lake and all these different rivers, all that shit gonna be gone, man. That shit gonna evaporate. It's gonna be that hot. The fire gonna be exceedingly great when those 200 million missiles hit this place, man. Well, it ain't 200 million missiles. Well, the scriptures say it's 200 million missiles, man. So that's how many gonna hit. you know? Ain't that many missiles down here? Whole house like 7,000 missiles in the world. Well, the Lord gonna multiply the motherfuckers. Gonna go from 7,000 a complete number. Or however many thousand it is. I'm just saying something. Lord gonna multiply them. When they shoot off, damn, only one missile was supposed to come out of that silo. 50 of them come out of one silo, man. You know? Well, bitches just go to choom, choom, choom. Damn, how the fuck all the missiles coming out of there? Because the Lord caused them to come out of there. If you ain't got 200 million missiles, Lord gonna make you create 200 million missiles before the destruction. And you dumbass people, like we said once before, I know I just said it. You know, I want to put it on nobody else. They not gonna tell you how many fucking missiles they got. China ain't gonna tell you they got 100,000 missiles. 200,000 missiles that carry 100 warheads. Russia not gonna tell you that they got 500, million nuclear missiles or nuclear warheads. Not 500 million, 500,000 nuclear warheads. Same go for the rest of these countries that have these different weaponry. They not gonna tell you that they got them and how many they have. The art of war is key in this thing, man. You can't just go. You listen to the news and this nigga know everything his enemy got, man. They not exchanging information like that, man. Yeah, we gonna test. They don't even tell each other when they test the missiles. So what make you think they gonna tell each other how many missiles they done created? Come on, man. Here it is back 50 years ago. It's the same amount of missiles from the Cold War to now. Come on, man. Don't be a fucking dummy, man. And every one of those missiles gonna be used. All the atomic bombs, all that shit gonna get used, man. This the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49, and verse 7. It say, concerning Edom, thus saith Yahweh of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan. For I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him the time that I will visit him. If the grape gather come to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes? If thieves by night they will if thieves by night they will destroy till they have enough. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places. Shameful spewing being brought upon him. And he shall not be able to hide himself. Yeah. Hey, that's why Cain said he was a vagabond in the earth. Whoever findeth me shall slay me, roughly paraphrasing. And he's being found out. That's why he gonna be greatly despised amongst all nations. And he back in verse 10 it say, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled in his brethren and his neighbor, and he is not. Going into Esau Edom, he is not in trouble like other men, roughly paraphrasing. Verse 11, leave thy fatherless children, I will preserve them alive, and let thy widows trust in me. Verse 12, it say, for thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. For I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord, that Basra shall become a desolation. And Basra represent Esau Edom. This was a capital city in Edom. And damn. Fuck. Shit. I just had it on the tip of my tongue. In the land of Idumea. That's what I was thinking about. I don't think that's the name of it. In the land of fuck. Mount Seir. It's like I'm true. There, I'm sitting here brainstorming like hell. But Mount Seir, you know. Matter of fact, let's look it up. Let's see what we can get. Let's see what they tell us Basra is. Basra is a town in Talif Governorate, Jordan, located between the town of biblical city identified. Basra is a biblical city identified by the research with the archaeologist sites. Let's see what the blue ladies say about Basra. And we know what Basra is, but I'm trying to see. A town in Edom. Sheepfold or fortress. That's what Basra means. Sheepfold or fortress. A town in Edom. One of the chief towns of Edom. Salaki. Back in verse 13 it say, For I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord, that Basra shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be a perpetual waste. Going into Esau Edom. When you see Basra, it's talking about Esau Edom. I have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent unto the heathen, saying, Gather ye together and come against her, and rise up to the battle. And that's what's getting ready to happen, man. You know? And Basra also represent America, Babylon the Great. And we finna get that. It say, For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen, and greatly despised among men. Thy terribleness have deceived thee, and thy pride, and the pride of thine heart. O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, that holdest the heights of the hills, though thou shouldest make the nest as high as the eagle, them satellites and space stations, I will bring thee down, skyscrapers. I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord. Also, Edom shall be a desolation. Every one that goeth by it shall become astonished, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. Going to Esau Edom. Going to Esau Edom. I mean Esau Edom. I say Esau Edom. It say, as in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah, and the Lord say this place is reserved unto fire. And they that lived after the ways of Sodom and Gomorrah will suffer the same fate. And the second death is the way of fire, by way of fire. And the neighboring cities thereof, saith the Lord, no man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it. Going into America, that's how you know it's talking about America, because America is the only place promised this destruction. It's not talking about all over the earth. It's talking about America, Babylon the Great. Is one particular place who the Lord, which is called Babylon the Great in the scriptures, that's going to be completely annihilated, man. You know? You people over here in America, you got a great destruction coming for you, man. This the book of Isaiah, chapter 63 and verse 1. It say, Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? Coming the Lord, this who is this that comes from Edom represents the Lord with dyed garment from Basra, meaning he done fucked some shit up. This that is glorious in his apparel, going into Yahushua, traveling in the greatness of his strength and the power of his father. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Where art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garment like him that treadeth the wine fat? Like he been stumping grapes down. But he not gonna literally have blood and stuff on him. But that's what it's gonna be like. The Lord gonna squish these people, man. It say, I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger, and I will trample them in my fury. And thy blood shall be sprinkled upon my garment, and I will stain all my raiment. For the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeem is come. And the Lord is pissed off, and the Lord ready to come fuck you devils up, man. You think you gonna get away from touching his his brothers and sisters? you know? You think you gonna get away in him as well? You think you fucking devils gonna get away, man? Touching the apple of his father's eye, his people? Yashala is the apple of the Lord's eye, man. This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 1. The vision of Obadiah, thus said of the Lord, concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Ain't that what they just said? Thou art greatly despised. That's what it just said in Jeremiah, Isaiah 1. It say, the pride of thy heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. So they seen the same vision. Whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest amongst the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. So the Lord gonna bring you down. If a thief came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Wouldst they not have stolen till they had enough? If grape gatherers came to thee, would they have not leave some grapes? How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to thy borders. The men that were at peace with thee have, have deceived thee. Have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. And let's go into all these other nations in the earth that are allies. They're gonna come up against this wicked ass place, America. Which are you fucking Edomites? It say they that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Shall not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy? Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise man out of Edom? And that's going into who? The Temanites. And the scripture just spoke about Teman. You know? And it's basically saying the same thing that we just read in Isaiah. What was that? Jeremiah, matter of fact? What was that? Because this is basically a splitting image. Literally. Basically saying the same thing. So Isaiah chapter 14. Not Isaiah. Jeremiah chapter 49. Yep, Jeremiah chapter 49 and Obadiah basically saying the same thing. Now I need to go and, look up Obadiah. Was Obadiah a scribe? Did he write for Jeremiah? Gotta figure some things out, man. Or did he have the same vision of Jeremiah? We gotta look into that. Who was Obadiah? You know, we just gotta continue to learn, research and figure these things out, man. Scholars, man. But I'm gonna go into that, matter of fact, find out. But let's keep going. It say, shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, saith the Lord, out of Mount Esau, and thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. For the violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. And that's what's coming to you, devils. You finna be cut off forever, man. For the violence against your brother, man. Shame gonna cover you forever. And you devils trying to escape. Oh, I ain't do that. No, you did that. This Joel chapter 3 and verse 1. It say, for behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations, and I will bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat, and I will plead with them there for my people Israel, for my people, Shalaki, for my people, which is Israel. It don't say Israel, just say for my people, and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for a harlot, prostitute, and our boys, raping the men and little boys. And sold a girl for wine, same thing with the girl, raping the girls and women, the young women and little girls and old women, that they may drink. And they sold our people. And that's why the scriptures say they gonna take your children and do these things. He's saying that they didn't do that, and his family, fuck that. It ain't about your per se family. You can say my family ain't do that, but what about the nation that you come from? They did that, goddamn it, and the whole nation gotta fucking pay, man. You devils gotta fucking pay, man. Ain't no escaping by, oh, I ain't do that. No, 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 no. Your ass gonna pay. You gonna fucking pay, man. This the book of Deuteronomy going to the curses. Let me find it. This the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. Let's start there. And it reads, and the Lord shall bring thee into captivity again in Egypt. Egypt just means the house of bondage. Because the people that lived in that land, which was called Mizraim, the land wasn't Egypt. The land was called Mizraim. You know, and the people was sons the people was Mizraim. The so-called Egyptians. The first time we was in Egypt, it's saying the Lord shall bring thee again into Egypt, and that's just going into the house of bondage, and again with ships, and you don't need ships to go from Israel to Egypt. We went on ships through what? The transatlantic slave trade. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemy for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. And that's what ultimately happened. We were sold for bondmen and bondwomen, and nobody could redeem us. Because when you go in that word buy you, it means redeem us. You had all these different so-called, leaders, and none of them could get us out of this. Malcolm X and Marcus Garvey and what's the one guy, the slave who got killed, leading the slave rebellion. Damn, I can't think his name. I can, but I'm thinking about damn Kuta Kinte, but that wasn't his fucking name. But y'all know who I'm talking about. All those people, all those different activists and leaders standing up for the so-called cause of the African Americans, which are the Israelites. They ain't redeem us, man. Either they were set up to set us further in confusion and destruction, or they was, they didn't succeed. Damn, what's this man's name? Let me choose. I gotta figure his name out. Shalaki, I'm trying to figure it. Nat Turner, that's who I was thinking about. None of them can redeem us. And all I type in was slave man that rebelled slaves. Because I knew he was, see, he that number one slave that rebelled. And he was getting into those scriptures, man. Damn, this spiritual like a motherfucker. This say Nat Turner died November 11th, 1831, age 31, Jerusalem, Virginia, USA. Execution by hanging. And we know after they hung Nat Turner, they skinned them and cut them in pieces and all kind of fucking wickedness, man. The Lord gonna fuck you devils up, man. Back in Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68, it say, and the Lord shall bring thee again into Egypt with ships by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there you shall be sold unto your enemy for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. And we as a people were the only people in the earth put up on display to be bought and sold. Ultimately, it came worse to the so-called Negroes, Judah, the top tribe of the nation of Israel, but all tribes, man. The Taino Indians and those different native tribes, the Trail of Tears, Reuben, Gad, Issachar. You fucking Edomites ain't getting out of it what you done to the Lord chosen people, man. And we gonna keep harping on these things because your destruction is here, man. And you can't fucking run from it. You gotta face the music, man. And it's dreadful music. Your heart should be pounding out your chest. You should be uncomfortable. You should be scared. You should be afraid. Because this is the end of you fucking devil's rulership. This the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thy hand. Now you go watch a slave movie and you gonna see that constantly, man. But that's pretty much the point, man. You fucking devils gonna pay, man. We gonna lay the sin upon you. Don't lay that on me. You goddamn right we gonna lay that on you. You know? You sold our people constantly. And matter of fact, the elder apostle Ramla brought out the fact that they ain't abolished fucking slavery until 1995 in Mississippi. You fucking devils gonna pay, man. And that's where we teach it, man. Over across in Mississippi. I'm the brother Goodall from Mobile, Alabama. But we teach over in Mississippi, man. And you fucking devils, you didn't abolish slavery into 1995 over there, man. That's the year I was born. That was fucking 27 years ago, man. It's when slavery was abolished in fucking Mississippi. And you fucking dumbass niggas, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you want to fucking stay here, man. These people probably still in rural areas with fucking slaves, man, and sharecroppers and shit. With all this fucking land that you can't go on, these people still living off fucking slave money. If our people don't want to get up out this place, they need to be put to death, man. And we not sitting and whining and whimpering and crying because you niggas can't get it, man. The Lord may Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai uh, destroy you people, man, with the so-called white man. If you don't see it and you don't get it, you part of the problem, man. And we gonna lay the sin upon you for all the wickedness that you did all throughout the earth, and ultimately that you did to the nation of Israel. You fucking devils paying, man. You getting ready to reap what you sown, and your judgment ultimately don't start until the kingdom. God damn it, your judgment, this destruction, you gonna take part in it, but your judgment truly don't start until the kingdom when we got you fucking devils in chains, man. Big heavy iron, rusty, hot, cold. Because in the summertime they gonna be hot as hell, and in the winter they gonna be cold as hell. Heavy fucking boat anchors on your fucking neck, man. Payback is a bitch, man. You know, but that's pretty much the point. With that, I want to end it giving all honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, Rule Web, and the great example to the young brothers of the truth. And peace and blessing to the hopeful elect. Nor when this will edify, I want to end it giving all honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, Rule Web, and the great example to the young brothers in the truth. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom. Kwame Yashala and the Baba. Shalom.